Hello, I'm Paul Major. I'm a member at Grace Mosaic, uh, and I am honored and privileged to be able to lead the community of faith in prayer this morning. So, this is the daily prayer for Thursday, April 2nd. The call. He regards the prayer of the destitute, and he does not despise their prayer. Psalm 102, verse 17. The psalm for today is Psalm 3, a psalm of David when he fled from Absalom, his son. O Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God. Selah. But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cried aloud to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy hill. Selah. I lay down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for you strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing be on your people. Selah. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your might. I won't sing a hymn for you this morning, but one I can recommend if you want to take the time to listen and meditate on it is Dear Refuge of My Weary Soul. And I'll read a selection from it because I think that it beautifully encapsulates the ways we can feel, the polar opposites. To thee I tell each rising grief, for thou alone canst heal. Thy word can bring a sweet relief for every pain I feel. But oh, when gloomy doubts prevail, I fear to call thee mine. The springs of comfort seem to fail, and all my hopes decline. Our Old Testament reading comes from Lamentations 3. And a little background. Ever since the Israelites left Egypt, God, the word is tabernacled. It means he was present with his people, ultimately dwelling in the temple that was built by Solomon. But because of the sins of the people, God allowed the temple to be destroyed and his people taken away from their promised land into exile. And Lamentations is a book of songs lamenting what felt like God's abandonment of his people. Today's reading ends on a somber note, but we have hope in the Word made flesh who came to, John says, tabernacle among us and attain our forgiveness. But without getting ahead of ourselves, today's reading teaches us that it is right and good to lament, to grieve, to pour out our complaints before the Lord, knowing that he listens, he cares, and he's making all things new. Lamentations 3:25 through 41. 42. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul who seeks him. It is good that one should wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. It's good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth. Let him sit alone in silence when it is laid on him. Let him put his mouth in the dust. There may yet be hope. Let him give his cheek to the one who strikes, and let him be filled with insults. For the Lord will not cast off forever. But though he cause grief, he will have compassion, according to the abundance of his steadfast love. For he does not afflict from his heart, or grieve the children of men. To crush underfoot all the prisoners of the earth, to deny a man justice in the presence of the Most High, to subvert a man in his lawsuit. The Lord does not approve. Who has spoken and it came to pass unless the Lord has commanded it? It's not from the mouth of the Most High. Is it not from the mouth of the Most High that good and bad come? Why should a living man complain, a man about the punishment of his sins? Let us test and examine our ways and return to the Lord. Let us lift our hearts and hands to God in heaven. We have transgressed and rebelled, and you have not forgiven. Pray with me. O Lord, O God, creator of our land, our earth, the trees, the animals and humans, all is for your honor. The drums beat it out, and the people sing about it, and they dance with noisy joy that you are the Lord. You also have pulled the other continents out of the sea. What a wonderful world you have made out of wet mud. And what beautiful men and women. We thank you for all the beauty of this earth. The grace of your creation is like a cool day between rainy seasons. We drink in your creation with our eyes. We listen to the birds' jubilee with our ears. How strong and good and sure your earth smells, and everything that grows there. Bless us. Bless our land and people. It's a prayer from Ashanti, Ghana. Pause at the start of a new day. Enjoy communion with the living God, Father, Son, and Spirit. Listen for the voice of God in the scriptures. Read, meditate, pray, contemplate, and seek God's faith. Join me now in prayer. Father, we pray, all of us, for a heart that is free from defensiveness and open to correction. Father, we pray, all of us, for the opportunity and willingness to joyfully serve another person today. Father, we pray, all of us, for those who are persecuted for their faith in Jesus Christ. And Father, we pray, all of us, the prayer your Son taught us to pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, and thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory. Amen. Amen.